of this group of researchers, uveal oncologists in Philadelphia. And as part of this CBS 42 News investigation, I traveled there to find out why the same rare eye melanoma turned up in at least 5 people who either attended or worked at Auburn University at or around the same time. Tonight, what's been done to get answers?
You can look, but you can't see, even if you focus very closely on Lori Lee's eyes. What's going on inside them isn't visible to the naked eye.
If you wanted to talk to them for a little bit now.
It stems from something doctors suspect happened decades ago when Lori attended Auburn University back in 1985 through 89.
Strange, kind of eye-opening, what in the world could have been. There is no known cause. I was basically told I had probably a better chance of winning the lottery than getting this because it is so rare.
These days, she travels regularly here to this NCI-designated hospital in Philadelphia for treatment of a mysterious cancer discovered in her eye. It's called uveal melanoma. It typically affects 5 to 6 people in every 1 million, about 2,000 to 3,000 people in the U.S. each year, usually men in their 60s.
This lab inside the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center at Thomas Jefferson University is where they study the rarest of the rare eye melanomas. 5 cases from the Auburn community got their attention.
I made it a habit really of asking, especially my new patients, especially my new young women patients, just casually, do you know anyone with this disease?
Oncologist Dr. Marlana Orloff started that practice after their investigation in Huntersville, North Carolina, found more than 20 women within a 15-mile radius who were diagnosed with the same rare cancer that Lori is living with.
Because it's a rare disease and you don't expect people to know someone.
But someone did in our state.
We did have someone down in Alabama who actually mentioned, oh yeah, actually 2 girls that I went to college with were also diagnosed with this rare cancer. And so really that's kind of what started our suspicion or investigation into potentially what could be happening.
And
if it's truly that most of these patients in Alabama were located extremely close in time and space, that makes things kind of a tighter group. North Carolina, the patients didn't all necessarily live on the same block. Depending on the type of testing that would need to be done, sometimes you can find traces of this or that. From what we're hearing from some people in Alabama is that certainly the patients that may have been affected were living very, very close together over a very short period of time.
This is very strange. We have start looking around, we're keep asking the same question, where do you live?
Dr. Takami Sato is a professor of medical oncology at the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center at TJU and a pioneer in treatments for metastatic uveal melanoma.
I found the 2 male patients. One of them went to the same university. And then the other one worked on campus. At around the same time, these patients lived in the same dormitory.
One of those males is believed to be Mark McWilliams. His widow, Susan Roberts McWilliams, first informed CBS 42 of the suspicious occurrence of this rare cancer in Auburn during our CBS 42 Local War on Cancer special report in 2017.
So that's 5.
Yeah. So now numbers are increasing, So, but this doesn't mean there is something there.
What Dr. Sato and Orloff told me it does mean is there needs to be more investigation.
We are making an effort to go down to Alabama in early February, hopefully to engage the community down there, not just the university, but the community.
Your team is going into Auburn to alert people that something.
Not a lot. Just inform them. Yes,
inform them
yes.
On why it would be a good idea to have regular eye exams at this point.
That's one thing. Also, if people who live there can give us some hint. Dr. Sato, Dr. Orloff. I think this might be one thing that you have to look into.
Lori Lee will be there.
What I would like to see happen, to be able to come up with a reason why we're all getting this and find some more of the people that could be in that group and get them the help that they need.
Until then, in between travel for treatment with her oncologist here at Sidney Kimmel,
there's some investigating to do.
this wife and mother is doing what she can and appreciating all that she can, including her alma mater and her creator.
The sky may be a little bluer and a little oranger sometimes.
Until there's a cure.
Auburn University declined an on-camera interview for our story, but they did give us this statement, which reads in part, the university encourages spreading the word about uveal melanoma and all types of cancer and the need for early detection, and it welcomes the cancer researchers looking into this rare cancer. Our understanding is the scientific community has not yet established what causes it, and there is no known causal connection that would indicate any student or employee in danger. They go on to say that the university would act immediately if it knew of any unsafe condition on campus. Now, you can read their full statement on our CBS 42 News app. It's there for you right now.
I love her spirit. The sky a little more orange, a little bit more blue. They don't want to panic people, but the team is coming to Alabama. Who's going to be there and what's going to be going on?
So it's everybody you saw in that story, those researchers, some of the patients in our area who have uveal melanoma. But Auburn University told me that they do plan to send a representative from their risk management to that meeting. And I talked to the city of Auburn. They too plan to send someone there to the meeting to get information so they can get an understanding about that meeting. And as for when the meeting is, it is Saturday, February 10th at the Auburn Hotel and Conference Center. It begins at 10 a.m. Now, they're going to discuss uveal melanoma, and they will compare the Auburn cases with those in Huntersville, North Carolina that you heard about in the story. You can find all of that information on our website at WIAT.com right now.